So if you heard about the huge legal showdown between Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively today, it's because you only read Facebook. What actually happened was a court-mandated settlement conference. But that doesn't really sell the clicks if you're like HuffPo on the Facebook. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know where I actually saw that on Facebook, but I did see that headline quite a lot. My shirt is inside out. Why is my shirt inside out? Okay, it doesn't really look any different, but I could feel it, and it was bothering me. Anyways, I saw lots of posts this morning about what they were wearing to court, because I guess this is important to some of you guys, and so I like to try to make a little effort and pay attention to that kind of thing, but personally, I just couldn't give a flying fuck if they arrived to court in a garbage bag. But from what I gathered, my high fashion input is that Justin Baldoni once again harassed Blake Lively outside of the courthouse by wearing almost the same color scheme. So I'm sure she'll be amending her complaints. Seriously, it wouldn't matter to me if they arrived with their shirts inside out. I really don't care. But I saw some clips of Justin and his wife Emily going in, Jamie and his wife. I think somebody said Steve and his wife were there. I didn't even know if Steve was married. But I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm going to tell you exactly everything that I know about what happened inside that room, because it was closed to the public and the media. There's no press in there. So what I can actually tell you about what they discussed and how it turned out is, well, a big pile of nothing. And any other reporter or people on the internet who try to tell you otherwise are full of whatever could fit in the trash bag I just mentioned them possibly wearing. But seriously, people will speculate. That's fine. I mean, I'm sure lots of people will be talking about it. I'll listen to the lawyers' comments on it and what they think is going on. But I got nothing for you. What I can tell you is what happened afterwards. I did catch a video on Instagram of a quote from Bryan Freedman as they were going out of the courthouse, and it sounds like he believes they're going to trial. Now, is that a press strategy? I don't know. But, personally, I've always thought, like, I don't see these people settling on the sexual harassment claims. So unless that gets thrown out on summary judgment or something, I think they're going to trial with that. I don't see a settlement happening on that. I would be extremely surprised given the reputational stakes. And I don't think the judge is like really expected to rule anytime soon on the summary judgment. It's been a couple weeks now, but it could take way longer to really hear anything back on that. I have no idea. But we'll take a look at what Bryan said. And this is from Extra TV. As you can see, they caught him on his way out of the courthouse.
For the rest of the case?
The case will move forward.
Are you hopeful?
Am I hopeful about what?
About how the case will proceed?
Oh, yeah.
So, Bryan, you guys didn't reach a settlement today?
It sounded to me in the beginning like he said the case will move forward, but he's going to say something more, explicitly kind of spelling it out in a minute. But Bryan Freedman, when I was standing outside the courthouse and I saw Bryan Freedman come up, I was like, I don't actually know what I'm supposed to be doing with myself here. Because I saw some other people going up to him like with cameras, they were asking him questions and stuff. I'm like, am I supposed to do that? So I kind of walked over and listened to him talk for a minute. I did not actually speak to him myself. I wasn't really sure what to say. Hi, Bryan. Hi. But he seems a little different in his interviews these days. Not that I blame the guy, because he's been through enough with these people. I mean, she tried to drag his law firm into all this, which the judge put a stop to, but he's a little less animated in the press these days, which is...
Not today. No.
So tomorrow.
No settlement reached today. We'll see.
This is no settlement reached today. Not surprising.
Friday? Or will this go to trial?
We'll see.
But there's still a chance of settlement?
There's always a chance.
Is everyone required to come
He says there's always a chance of settlement. It's kind of a little hard to hear him, so...
back tomorrow?
It'll be on a different matter.
But everyone will be back.
Yeah.
Everyone will be back, but it'll be on a different matter. I don't know how these things usually go, so that'll be like the kind of commentary you want to hear from like one of the attorneys who covers on YouTube, TikTok, whatever.
I don't know that we will.
You think this will go to trial? Bryan, do you think this will go to trial?
Thanks. I do. I'm looking forward to it.
So that right there was, I felt, the important thing. He says he thinks it's going to go to trial. I would expect it to if these sexual harassment claims don't get tossed. And frankly, I think if the whole thing moves forward intact, like that her entire case without anything thrown out on summary judgment, that's going to be a shit show in front of a jury. So that was really the only kind of interesting thing I felt like I saw. Lots of speculations. Like I said, I've seen lots of commentary on their clothing. I leave that to the people who know what they're talking about. I mean, I have this shirt in 6 colors, so I don't really know what to tell you. Sometimes I wear it inside out. So they did get a little bit of Blake leaving the courthouse, and I saw videos of like Justin and them going in, and Justin and Blake, neither one of them responded to any press comments, which is obviously the wise thing to do. But anyways, this is still Extra TV. Hold on, let me pull this one up. And look, I understand that it's these people's job to do this and ask these questions, but like maybe talk to her attorney or something. I'm shouting questions at Blake probably isn't going to yield the result that you want.
Settlement today. How are you feeling? Blake, did you reach the settlement today? Do you feel vindicated? Blake?
Now, see, I would never want to be a high-profile person like this because if I were Blake, I would probably turn around and say, I feel like I want you to stop asking me questions, loud man with the phone. I know he's doing his job, but still.
Blake, did you reach a...
I didn't really interpret anything from, the look on her face or whatever. I know I already see people in the comments saying, oh, she looks unhappy. She looks like this or that. Frankly, if I were walking out and I had all those people trying to talk at me and it were like a really big day for me, no matter who I am, like Justin's side, Blake's side, whatever, I'm looking at the ground or the building in front of me and trying to ignore the shit out of you. So, I mean, I think both Justin and Blake, from what I saw, gave like a polite little smile to the cameras when they were going in, as one would expect. But you're not really going to get too much of a big emotional reaction from anybody involved or any real substantial statements from either party. I mean, like I said, we got that little bit from Bryan, but that's really all we know. If I had more to tell you, I would. On another note, I keep seeing more articles about a smear campaign, this kind of extending into the Rebel Wilson, Amanda Ghost case. And then now I think I'm seeing something else with a former Nickelodeon star. And they're kind of trying to tie in this like crisis PR smear campaign angle. I have some thoughts about that, but I'm going to do that at a later time. We'll keep this one short. I've been extremely busy, so I got to get back to work now, but I'll be back later with my shirt on correctly. Probably. Bye.